Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to this video. In this video, I will discuss about the basic concept of reflections and some formulas of reflections. Here, you can see that on the screen, I have a pictures and one line here, and this line is known as the axis of reflections. You can understand that the axis of reflection means mirror, and here is a one pictures. If any pictures is in front of mirror, then that mirror reflect the pictures, and then we can see the image. Here I am going to change the position of mirror. Then if we change the position of mirror, then the pictures and its image also will be changed. Now we can see that the changes. Here the axis of reflection is changing. Then if we change the axis of reflections, then the image is then the object is constant, but the image is change its positions. Axis of reflection is changing. Because of that, the image is also changing. Okay, now you can see that this is an object, this figure is object, this pictures is objects, and this line, dotted line and the arrow line, this imaginary line is known as the mirror, and this is a image. Now I am going to discuss about the properties of reflections. First properties: objects and images are equidistant from the mirror. Mirrors means that is the axis of reflections. Here you can see that this is a pictures, this pictures is objects, and this pictures is the image under the axis of reflections. Here the distance from the object to this mirror is equal to the distance from the image to this mirror. So this is taken to be the first properties of reflections. And second is that object and image are congruent. It means they are exactly same to each other. You can see that the objects and the image are similar to look also. And the third is that a line segment joining the object point and image point is perpendicular to the mirror. It means a line, this line and this lines, this whole line up, this line is a line segment joining the point of object and the image. This line is always perpendicular to this axis of reflections. There should be 90 degrees between this axis of reflections and the line joining the object point and image point. Okay, in conclusions, we discuss about three properties of reflections. First is object and image are equidistant from the mirror. It means axis of reflections. Second, objects and image are congruent to each other. It means they are exactly same. Number three, a line segment joining the object point and image point is always perpendicular to the axis of reflection, that is mirror. I discussed about the part 1. Now I am going to discuss about part 2. So let's input on that part 2. In the part 2, I'm going to discuss about the set of rules of reflections. Here I have one general point. You can see that on a screen. let R be the reflection, then the image of a general point Px, y is given by number first formula, one number, reflection of a point Px, y on x-axis, it means y equals to 0 line, given by R means the reflection on reflections under the given axis. Reflection of Px, y about the line y equals to 0 or on x-axis is P prime x, y. You can see that here we have an input point is 1, minus 2, and now the image of a point 1, minus 2 is 1, 2 under the reflections on x-axis on the line y equals to 0. But if we change the point here, now let's change the point. We can change the point and can write that 2, 3, and the image of 2, 3 is 2, minus 3. Similar next formula, number 2, reflection of a point Px, y on y-axis, x equals to 0 line is P prime minus x, y. Here the x coordinate is multiplied by minus and the y coordinate is as it is. And similarly in example you can see that here we have a point P 2, 3 and the image of P 2, 3 about the line x equals to 0 on the axis y axis is P prime minus 2, 3. Okay, now if you change the point you can get the another points. So let's write the points 9, minus 10. The image of 9, minus 10 is minus 9, minus 10. Number 3, reflection of a point Px, y on y equals to x line. Its image is, the coordinate of its image is interchanged to each other. The x coordinate and y coordinate interchange to each other. So the image of Px, y under the given line, reflection on the given line y equals to x is that P prime y, x. Example, you can see that clearly. The image of 9, minus 10 is interchanged here and then written here minus 10, 9. Number 4, reflection of a point Px, y on y equals to minus x, and that the formula is Px, y tends to P prime minus y, minus x. And the example is that the image of P 9, minus 10 is interchange it and then multiply by minus, interchange it, then minus 10 and 9 is interchanged and then the coordinates are multiplied by minus. So it becomes 10, minus 9. Number 5, reflection of a point Px, y on x equals to a. A line x equals to a is parallel to the y-axis. So its formula is that Px, y tends to P prime 2 times of a minus x, y. For examples, we have a point P 9, minus 10, and now the image of this point P 9, minus 10 on the line x equals to minus 4 is axis of reflections is equals to 2 times of a is equals to minus 4 minus x is equals to 9, so you should write the 9 and minus 10 is as it is, and then the product of 2 and minus 4 is equals to minus 8 and the sum of minus 8 and minus 9 is equals to minus 17 and minus 10 is as it is. Okay, next formula, number 6, reflection of a point Px, y on y equals to b, that line is parallel to x-axis is given by Px, y tends to P prime x as it is and the product of 2 and b minus y. And for examples, 6 number, the image of P 9, 10 minus 10 under the reflection axis y equals to minus 6 is x is as it is, so I wrote that 9 is as it is form and then 2 times of b is equals to minus 6, so we should write that minus 6 in as it is form and multiply to that 2 and then minus 2b minus then the values in y coordinate, that is minus 10, so we should write the minus 10 and then after a little bit calculation we will get that P prime is equals to 9, minus 2. Okay, you can see the changes on the example. So if we input the another points 1, 2, then all images are changed. because we have objects are changed. So if you want to write in 100 comma, like that highest corner 100 comma minus 250, its image also changes like this according to this objects. Okay, similarly you can input the smallest value 3 comma minus 4. Okay, now its image is also changed. And if we change the axis of reflection on that number 5 and 6, in number 5, if the values of a equals to like that 6, then its image is also changed. That values of a is also changed. And if the values of b is equals to minus 9, then the values of b also change on the column number 6, and its image becomes 3 comma minus 14. This was on this video. Thank you so much.